Welcome to UFOs and Jeeps, and I'm your host, George. And this week we've got a great episode for you. We've got Wendy. It's going to tell us a story about her and her husband camping, seeing UFOs. And I'm going to tell you a little story of my own. We also got a beautiful four-door purple 2017 Jeep that's fully loaded for you to look at. And a 2019 burnt orange Jeep like mine with lots of chrome, and she's pretty. Oh my goodness, she's pretty. So we're going to be this week at the end of the week on Friday, on September the 18th. We're going to be at 97th Street, southwest side, just on the other side of the Anthony Henday at 8:30. Meet us there. We'll just be pulled over to the side. So come and join us. We're going to look for UFOs. Right now, we're going to get on with this episode, so enjoy the show.
Go ahead.
Well, here's my story of what I've seen as far as UFOs, as I promised you. My husband and I went camping one time. It was actually the time that he decided to play Billy Goat on the edge of a cliff on his trials bike. Just about fell off that goddamn mountain, could have shot him. I wasn't ready to lose him at that time. So anyway, we went to bed that night in our camper, and a couple hours later, or a few hours later, we got up, and no, I wasn't completely drunk then. I'd slept a little bit of it off. But we got out, I don't know, I think he had to take a leak, and I don't know what I was doing, look at the trees, I guess. Anyway, they, out in where we were, they had really huge, full mature trees, so the evergreens were at least 20 feet high, so I don't know, I seen something flicker, so I looked up and I seen a star, and it was like it was bouncing. And it was all lit up, and it was beautiful, but I couldn't figure out why it wasn't still, and I kind of looked around. There was no wind, our campfire was out, there was nothing. It was just a very still night. So anyway, I proceeded to watch this star, and it was almost like, when a bag gets caught on a branch, and it just kind of bounces until finally it lets itself, free. The star was almost like that. It was doing that, and I just couldn't believe that a star was bouncing. It was really bright. So I must have watched it for a good minute, and then all of a sudden it fell. And it was, I guess, fell down behind the trees, or if it fell and took off into another part of the sky, but it was the weirdest thing. It was really cool. I've never seen a star move. As you know, most stars, unless you have a falling star, just kind of falls out of the sky. But this wasn't like that. It was just a really bright, shining, and it dangled and dangled, and then it fell. Awesome. So that's my UFO story.
Excellent.
I hope I have many more.
Excellent.
Good evening. Welcome to UFOs and Jeeps, and I'm your host, George. Tonight we're going to talk about some UFO stories or alien stories that people maybe had a little too much to drink and it didn't maybe turn out the way that it was expected to turn out. So my first story tonight, as we're still working on people to come out and see us and tell us stories, my first story tonight is about my Uncle Leonard. We used to call him the Rock. So this particular fella here was about 5'2" with a crippled up hand that he got from a trawler. He got caught in the mechanism and it crippled up his hand. So it was like that all the time. And he had no feeling or anything in his hand. He was quite a character. And he was an alcoholic, drinking all the time. So he lived down the hill from us in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. And, he was an older fella, and we used to look after him and make sure he had what he needed. My mom would make sure he ate stuff like that, just being an alcoholic, sometimes they just drink themselves to death. So we always made sure he had what he needed to survive. So he lived in a shack at the bottom of the hill from our house. It was maybe 200-300 yards, maybe. So one night when I was about 7 years old, we were playing in the middle of summer. We played till about 11 o'clock that night. Beautiful night like it is tonight, not a cloud in the sky. And my mom called us in at about 11 o'clock, and we all kind of went right to bed. And then about 3 o'clock in the morning, we heard gunshots go off. And we thought, oh my God, maybe somebody's trying to rob him. Holy crap. Because he used to be a bootlegger back in his day, so you never know what people do down there for booze. So anyways, we all ran down and we said, you know, Rock, what's going on? What happened here? Like, you know, what's going on? Are you okay? Is everything okay? And he's like, everything's fine, everything's fine. I shot an alien. And we're like, you shot an alien? He said, yeah, over there, I saw an alien. I came out for a leak and I saw an alien and I shot him. Okay, you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm really sure, but I got him. Don't worry about it. We're good. You guys go home. We're good. So we're all kind of laughing, thinking, who knows what he was shooting at? Hopefully it wasn't a human being. Like, hopefully he didn't kill somebody. So we go home, and the next morning, me and my brother Paul, about 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, we thought, well, we're going to go down and take a look, because, I mean, you never know what he shot. It could be a human being, right? So off we go down there to take a look, and we're looking around his property, and we come across where he hangs his clothesline, and he's got himself a new pair of long johns, and the long johns were on the ground with a big hole in the center of the long johns. I guess it was waving on the line, and he assumed it was an alien, so he shot it dead with a big hole in his long johns. So we went over and we knocked on the door and we got him out. We said, hey, you know, we found your alien. You know, it was your long johns floating on the line. So, oh, no, it was an alien. Absolutely, it was an alien. I killed it dead. So I might have blown a hole in my long johns, and I don't know what he was doing in my long johns, but I got him. I said, okay, you got him right on. So just so you know, I mean, there's definitely some alien stories that you know, people will tell that maybe they had a little too much to drink, or they were using drugs or whatever. There are those people out. That doesn't mean that there's other people out there that don't see UFOs, because these stories are about as you know, probably about 5 or 10% of all the stories told are people that, you know, maybe are seeing things or imagining things or whatever. So, you know, the other 90% are truthful in what they're saying. So I'm not saying that you should ignore what people are saying, but definitely you should get a good laugh when a good laugh is earned through a story that you know is definitely less than authentic. So I just thought I'd share that one with you tonight, because it's one of my very, very favorite stories, and it makes me laugh so hard every time I think about it. So if you can imagine a pair of white long johns with a big hole in the center there, and hey, great shot. Would have got him good. So for being an alcoholic and drunk, he was a good shot, and he got the alien. So anyways, that's the short story I wanted to share with you tonight. We're going to be doing a couple other interviews with people telling their UFO stories this week, and then we're going to go over the new Jeep at some point as well. So stay tuned and listen for the next UFO story, and I'll see you in a minute.
That's a nice looking Jeep. Yeah.
Video.
Okay. Oh, this is beautiful.
It does have a nice big thick mats as well, rubber mats for
Yeah,
winter.
I see that, yeah. I'll get that in there. Oh, great. Pretty, very pretty.
Yeah.
There's your step.
There's your step right
Yeah,
here.
step.
And then this is what I was telling you about, that nice little
Yeah.
sticker they got on here.
Additive, yeah.
It does have 3M as well.
Okay.
Already
yeah.
has 3M protection on it.
Yeah, see that.
Okay.
Pretty nice tires.
Yeah, really good tires.
Yeah. Yeah, practically brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah. there you
Metal
go.
frame as well.
Yeah. It's a nice front there, Scott. Come around. Got the fog lights. Is it the locking clips? No, it's got the rubber clips. pull-ups. She'd want that changed out, I think. The clips.
Yep.
Because I had rubber ones on mine, and windy day coming back on the highway, 110 clicks, and transport passed me and it broke in half.
Oh, really?
I almost lost my hood, almost lost the whole vehicle actually. It's amazing I didn't crash it up.
Yeah.
So the hood came right up.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I thought it was going to fold in half. My heart went sunk, man. You ever see your bum hole pucker? That was a time.
Yeah.
That was a time for puckering. So,
Yeah.
right on. Do you mind if I get a picture of you? This is MJ. So this is MJ. Right on. That's fantastic. I just want to take a look at the manual too. I didn't focus.
Can you just open this up to you for you here?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, let's get that too while we're at it. Yeah, it's a nice big space compared to mine. Just gonna get the manual there.
It also comes with a little kit.
Oh, nice. Oh, you take off your doors and stuff.
Yep.
Right on. That's a great idea. So there's your standard too. Perfect. You got your little kit. That's just awesome. That's just awesome. So this is the 2017 Jeep purple manual 4-door V6, good for towing.
It also has a tow hitch on it
Oh, we already got the hitch on, so the hitch is already on as well.
from factory.
Awesome. Yeah. I
With
like
the
the
wiring.
beefed up bumpers too.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, the harness is there and everything. Yeah, great deal. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
It's a 2020. Sahara Wrangler. All pretty with its chrome. It's beautiful. Beautifully done up. Beautifully done up. Yeah, nice running boards with that bit of chrome. Gorgeous. So that's the guard for the radiator that we were talking about last episode. Looks pretty and it gives it solid protection.
Is someone helping you, sir?
Yeah, MJ's already been helping me, so yeah, thank you. That's a really cool tire cover. You see the pretty, the new ones also have the cameras. This isn't a brand new one, this is an older one. So yeah, the newer ones have your reverse cameras. You can tow, it's got the hookups. Very pretty. Very pretty. I think the headlights are a little bigger than the older ones too. Just nice.